As the last sign in the zodiac cycle, you feel the impact of every planetary transit with great depth and feeling. These intense and deep feelings are further intensified by your qualities as a water sign. As a water sign, you are a deeply emotional individual who acts with intuition and sensitivity in all that you do. With every single planetary transit that occurs throughout the month of June, these trademark qualities of yours will be an important aspect of how these transits affect you directly. The specific planets of Mercury, Venus, and Mars are especially pertinent to your experience during June 2022. On the first day of June, Mercury in Taurus will find itself in a sextile of Neptune in Pisces. This sextile is a rather harmonious one for you. It will heighten your imagination and sense of fantasy. Your creativity levels will be off the chart and you will have a desperate need to channel your creativity into your favorite artistic endeavors. However, you may find it troublesome to balance the fantastical aspect of your personality with the practical realities of life. While you may want to spend all of your time in creative pursuits, the reality of the situation is that this just isn't something you can do at this particular time. Try to utilize your natural intuition to balance your imagination with the unfair realities of life. On June 11th, there will be a conjunction between Venus in Taurus and Uranus also in Taurus. This will emphasize your need for emotional independence. This isn't something you typically feel a strong need for, but the placement of Venus in Taurus brings out this specific need in you. It will become an increasingly important need for you throughout this transit. During this time, you won't feel particularly inclined to embrace commitments in any form. It just seems like something that is a bit too cumbersome for you at this particular time. If someone tries to force you to be less independent, you will feel the immediate urge to withdraw from them. Even if you have a close bond with this person, you won't take this encroachment on your independence well at all. On the 15th of June, the Sun in Gemini will be in a trine with the planet of Saturn in Aquarius. The harmonious trine of the Sun and Saturn will be especially beneficial to your career and work life. You will be able to channel this trine into a hard work ethic and the urge to take on even more responsibilities at work. While you are usually a responsible person, during this time your sense of responsibility will be at an increased height. However, be careful not to be too hard on yourself. You are doing some really amazing work and you deserve to give yourself credit for this. A couple of days later, on the 18th of June, Mars in Aries will move to sextile the Moon in Aquarius. The sextile between the Moon and Mars will be a harmonious aspect for you. It will increase your tendencies to act in a practical and constructive manner. You usually let your emotions rule yourself, however, during this time your rationality will rule more so than your emotions. Be ready to solve any problems that come your way and expect to make a compromise in order to do so. It is important that you try to remain as open-minded as possible during this transit. You may feel the need to act in a serious manner, but don't feel as if this is necessary for you to resolve problems. You can still remain lighthearted and resolve your personal problems. On June 20th, Saturn in Aquarius will be in a square to the planet Venus in Taurus. This aspect will also continue to emphasize the part of your psyche that focuses on being responsible and reserved. This part of yourself will also feel an increased sense of fear in your daily life. It isn't an overwhelming sense of fear but more of apprehension about your life events. It seems as if the world itself is a bit overwhelming for you at this point in time. However, if you are able to take things one day at a time, this apprehension and fear will lessen over time. It will take some conscious effort on your behalf, but it will ultimately be well worth it.